Nyarlathotep by H.P. Lovecraft is a short story that I keep going back to over and over the last couple of years. Short story might be too strong of the word. It's only 6 paragraphs long, so it's like a micro story. But the story goes like this. There's this guy, this human or human-like entity that calls itself Nyarlathotep. It just like appears one day in the world. And he just starts talking. He talks to crowds, he gives big speeches. He's given lectures over the radio, right? And as people hear Nyarlathotep speak, people's brains change the way they work, and they change what people are perceiving, and they're changing how thought works. Humans, after they've heard Nyarlathotep speak, their brains literally do not work the same way that they did before. And as more and more of humanity's brains start to alter the way they function, literally the physical world, for some reason, starts changing the way it works. The laws of physics alter. And the last sentence of the story is describing like reality itself starting to alter and physically fall apart. I saw a TikTok the other day of Masha Gessen saying that what they remember from living in Russia, it wasn't that like people were lying when they said that they all of a sudden loved Putin or something like that. Masha Gessen points out that like literally what allowed Putin to exist was people's psychology starting to change. And all of this stuff that should feel abnormal started to literally feel normal to people. And Gessen said something like, I thought that was really interesting. They put it as humans are stability-seeking animals. That was the phrase that they used, was stability-seeking animals. So there's a natural human response to try to normalize a fucked up situation because you don't want to feel like you're in a fucked up situation. If you're in a fucked up situation, you can get out of the fucked up situation, or you could just convince yourself that it's not fucked up, and that both of those things will feel like you've solved the problem. The human tendency to normalize isn't just like why we allow despotic leaders to like arise in democracies. It's probably also why like people stay in abusive relationships and people stay at jobs that they know they should be leaving. Nyarlathotep can stand in for a Putin or a Donald Trump or a Viktor Orban, but I think Nyarlathotep can also stand in for like capitalism or fascism itself or like religious fundamentalism. These like forces that once they get into you, these ideas that once they infect people, will change the way that person's mind works, and then in turn change the way they interact with the rest of the world. So if you're looking for inspiration today, I'm going to recommend the story Nyarlathotep. You can jump on YouTube and find like plenty of videos of people reading it if you want an audiobook format. But yeah, weird times.